Hi, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. My channel is dedicated to helping victims of narcissistic abuse get free and stay free. Before we get going with today's video, I just want to take a second to thank Continuing Cosmetology for your donation to the channel. Thank you. It's greatly appreciated. The narcissist can set so many traps for us, and I think for myself particularly, as a result of the gaslighting, the ensuing cognitive dissonance, the projection, the abuse, the living on eggshells, that total state of mind fuckery that I was in, that really led me to misunderstand certain aspects of the relationship, and I want to talk about that today. The aspect of the relationship that I'm talking about is the early idealization and love bombing phase. Now, I will tell you, that lasted about a year. I mean, 6 months, full blast. But by about a year, we had started to move into the devaluation stage. Now, of course, Trevor hit that one hard, and whew, we started going downhill pretty quick. So it was that idealization and love bombing phase that I'd always missed so much. It was that aspect of the relationship that it caused me, through I think some kind of sorcery or witchcraft, to fall head over heels in love with Trevor, to believe that this was my soulmate, my twin flame, the person I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. It was that idealization and love bombing, well, my missing of it, that caused me to get hoovered back so many times, longing for those early days of the relationship, when I thought the sun was rising on my relationship, when I thought I had found the perfect partner. I had no idea what was going on. I just knew that that had been this whirlwind of love and romance, and it was that I missed, and really until quite recently believed that to be the best part of the relationship. So as time rolled on and Trevor would burst into these chaotic rages of insanity, dismantle our entire lives, dismantle our relationship, I would leave. And I would easily get hoovered back because of this longing, this missing of what I believe to be this perfect time in the relationship. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm a year out. I've been no contact for a year. I've never looked back. I've been grateful every day that I was free of that wretched piece of shit. But I have had this misconception about that time, somehow not understanding the abuse that was actually being unleashed on me during the idealization and love bombing phase. I saw it as a garden of roses. I see very clearly now that that garden of roses was actually a steaming pile of shit. It was the catalyst for all other abuse. It was the launch pad for him to take control of my life, to manipulate me, to start dismantling me piece by piece. See now that what I saw was this perfect chapter of romantic bliss and love, and ugh, yuck. What it actually is the first abuse. It is the first violent, vicious assault against us. This period where they're targeting us, where they're coming to understand who we are, the creation of the mask and this synthetic human being, the mirroring our love back onto us, leading us to believe that we found our perfect partner. This is the time when the most abuse was being inflicted on me. This is when the romance scam started to take place. This is where the rape by deceit occurred. When I look back on all of the ugly, dark, horrible aspects of this relationship, that one chapter that I perceived to be perfect, the one that I missed, the one that made it so easy for me to get hoovered back, the one aspect that I longed for, I now recognize as the biggest pile of shit of all of it. It was that initial deceit where I was trapped, tricked, manipulated, controlled into loving him, into willingly sacrificing for him, putting my family, my pets, my career, everything second to him. It was this aspect of the relationship that solidified the abuse. It's easy once the devaluing starts to recognize the abuse. We start to see the lies. The mask starts to slip from time to time. We start to suspect the infidelity. We see them extorting our money out of us. We see our health deteriorating. We know we're living on eggshells. We know we're choosing our words carefully as not to offset the sensitivities of these crazy fiends. We recognize all that abuse. We stay in that abuse, longing for, missing what we perceive to be as this wonderful romantic bliss. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, what we're actually missing and longing for is the biggest abuse and the biggest deception of them all. The trap, the initial trap, where we were mirrored, our love for them was projected back on us, and the horrendous the foundation was laid. This is where they laid the foundation for all the rest of the abuse. So if all of it was bad, what are we really missing? I have to tell you, these moments of clarity are what has absolutely set me free from this evil thing. I've never missed him. I've never wished I was still with him. I hope to never see that rotten thing again as long as I live. And it is these moments of clarity, this recognizing that none of it was good, none of it. And what I believed at the time to be this wonderful chapter in our life together was really the biggest pile of crap of it all, absolutely has set me free. There was no good chapter. There was no good time in the relationship. It was all about lying and deceit and manipulation, all of it. Coming to terms with the fact that what I perceived as this wonderful chapter in our relationship is nothing more than the first abuse committed against me, the first act of indecency committed against me. There's nothing there for me to miss or to long for. All I'm left with is a realization that I was deceived. I was taken hostage. I was fooled, and I'm okay with that. That I'm able to process and sort through. Why was I tricked? Well, I'm a kind and trusting person. That's why. So I'm not going to kick myself for that. I gave someone the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to blame myself for that. I entered into the relationship with nothing but love and trust and admiration for a person that simply wasn't there. I can't be blaming myself for that either. I think what I did was follow a very natural course, believing it was a loving relationship. So I'm not going to beat myself up for any of that. And I'm certainly not going to miss. I'm not going to be longing for, desiring something that simply isn't real. If you're feeling sad today, missing what you believe to be this beautiful romantic bliss, think about it for a minute and ask yourself, is that what that really was? Because I'm going to tell you, I've come to believe that that was the first violent attack against me. I don't miss it at all. Guys, we're going to get through this, and we're going to get through it together. Each day we chip away at this a little bit more and come to understand how truly deceitful all of this was. Today, I know that there was no good aspect of this relationship, not one. And the idealization and love bombing was the biggest abuse committed against me. Guys, I'm Kim. You're watching Kim Wilson TV. I hope you guys are having a great narc-free day.